Hey guys, just want to make a really quick video just to let you know what is going on with the channel. I feel bad because like I feel like a lot of the last videos have been kind of update-like videos. I swear to God, this is the last one. Basically, you probably noticed there's something different about everything you're seeing. That's because, you know, I've been talking for a long time about rebranding, and now I've finally actually done it. Here, Twitch, Patreon, it's all been changed to Adustus. What is Adustus? It's the best that me and my friend Will could think of. Adustus is the Latin species name of the side-striped jackal. So, these have a little bit of a jackal in it. And it's also Latin for kindled, which I'll probably come up with the reason why that means something eventually. Basically, you know, I've been saying it for a long time. LordJackal was not a great name. It's something I made when I was young, and while I thought it was funny for a while, I was just like, isn't it hilarious how bad my name is? Honestly, it's probably better for me to just kind of finally put it behind me. And having Jackal in the name in general, I just couldn't think of a way to do it that didn't seem to have all the same problems. And so I think Adustus is a fairly nice balance. It does a couple things that I wanted to do. It doesn't feel overly serious to the point where it would feel out of place if I made a comedic video, but it also doesn't feel really goofy to the point where people would look at the name and think that it's just like a shitpost channel, and that I don't actually make any content that could have any like depth to it. I feel like it's a name that kind of sits nicely in that median. The logo and the banner and like all the assets are stuff that I'll still probably be working on. I'm not an artist, that's the problem, so I'm probably going to be commissioning people to make better stuff over time, but I feel like I have something that's at least passable for now. And I just needed to get the rebrand over with, because the longer I waited, the worse it would be. I just needed to do it. I also like that it sounds more like it could be kind of a group name and less to do with actual me. Like, I don't want to be Adustus, I just want to be Chris at this point. And I want to start doing content that involves other people more. Like, for example, like, you know, I'm starting that show with Max. I want to do more stuff like that. Stuff that features multiple personalities, stuff that gets in more perspectives than just mine. And I feel like Adustus can be a name that is more fit for like a channel than an individual. I really want this channel to start having shows, you know? Because up until this point I've just kind of randomly uploaded whatever was on my mind at the time, and I still kind of want to be doing that, but with a bit more structure. I tried to do like the Jackal Bites and Jack All About Gaming thing before, but I mean, the bad name was part of the reason why that didn't work out, but it was also like, it was still all just me talking. So I'm really hoping that Max vs. PC is the first of several actual kinds of shows that I start making that have different formats and possibly different people and maybe different topics. There's probably going to be people who still call me Jackal, just because it is still a lot of like my gaming tags and stuff. But here, Twitch, well on Twitch it's Adustus Plays, because Adustus itself wasn't available at the time. So for now it's Adustus Plays until Adustus becomes available, and then I'll just change it to that. I'm also making the last few steps in changing my Patreon around. I've changed it to a monthly model because I'm putting out content in a way, I'm putting it out more regularly now. I'm going to be doing weekly videos, at least I've been trying to. I've been trying to do weekly videos, and so far it's been going pretty well. I missed 1 week a bit back. And there's also going to be some times where I upload more than one in a week. I don't want to spoil what the first one of those is going to be, but I do already have a show planned for that kind of slot. And so since I'm going to be creating more regularly, I felt like instead of having to differentiate between, you know, what's worth charging and what isn't worth charging, and not having to worry about charging the people who've been supporting me like way too much because I put out a bunch of stuff at one time, I want to just do it monthly, so it's really simple, and it's just kind of like, this is what it is. If you want to support me on a monthly basis, you can do that. If not, you don't have to. Just that whole spiel. I will be making another more polished Patreon video in the future, just because I need one that's better than that terrible one I made at first. So if you want to know about the Patreon, there's a link in the description. I would appreciate the support, but I completely understand why it's hard to just give money to people. I completely get that. But I feel like I feel okay with Patreon as a system. There's a lot of people that I support on Patreon because I feel like it's one of the best models we have for supporting artists, I guess. I've also been streaming on Twitch more regularly. I took a bit of a break this week because I started the rebranding process and I didn't want to start streaming as Adustus until this video was out because I didn't want people to be confused, like, okay, wait, why is this? I wanted that to be avoided. I actually recently became a Twitch affiliate there, so that's cool. It doesn't really mean anything like incredible, but it's kind of like I'm slowly climbing towards maybe actually doing something on that platform. So I've been streaming about 3 times a week for the last month or so. I'm going to be working on narrowing down like an exact schedule. It's hard because I don't know when during the week I'm going to be on set. For example, the reason why I didn't have, well, there's 2 reasons why I didn't have a video ready for today other than this update video. I wanted this to be like an extra upload for the week. This was going to be the first episode of Max vs. PC, as you know, but a lot of stuff came up and we just weren't able to meet. Like, we planned 3 different times to meet this week and they all fell through. So we have them planned for next week and I'm less busy next week, so hopefully it should work out. I've also been producing like this big project that has been taking up a lot of my time. I want to start a production company, so these kinds of jobs are the things that I need to be doing. So I'm glad that I've got it, and I feel like it's going to go well. It's insanely stressful though. But we're shooting that project in 10 days, so it's not much longer that I'll be busy. And I've honestly been doing the bulk of it right now, so it should be fine, but this week it was really hard. I think that's everything that I had to say. I know it's probably longer than you would have liked, but it's pretty short for me. If you have any questions about it, please just ask me below. I'll take care of it, I'll answer it, because if I've missed something or I just need to clarify something, please let me know. Anyway, I'll see you next week with probably 2 uploads of the new content that I've got planned. Thank you so much for supporting me through all this. The fact that I have viewers is still really amusing to think about at times. And see you guys later. Maybe instead of rebranding, I should focus on learning how to sign off of videos. Maybe that'd help.